When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Monarchs will kick it away to start us off. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return. So the James Madison Dukes offense will have first crack at this one. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
The Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grant behind the line. It's Welsh. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Dukes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Floats it out in space. Still running at the 40. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, James Madison. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Old Dominion's offense will get the ball for the first time. Got it behind the line. It's Blade. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Monarchs want to move quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they eat them.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Brought down down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. Gets it. Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he's going to bring it out. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, James Madison. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Wants to throw on first down.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. To the ground with the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And the Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Okay, ready? They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Dukes! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
James Madison, 28, Old Dominion, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Frost. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Monarchs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Monarchs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pop the draw. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
Number 17, on to kick it away.
Secures it at the 30. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Using the quick game. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The screen, and watch out. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw again. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Give him 6. Touchdown, Dukes. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play. And they'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame. They're up 14 over Maryland. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Crispin. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed
breaks into the open. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, James Madison. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Here he comes, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Dukes. Stealing a score on special teams. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
58, Old Dominion, 0.
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. A strike downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Pulls it in. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Back has it. Headed to the end zone, and he will score question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a... You are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really...
Oh, he's got some space. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frost. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Dukes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the defense makes the play, sacking him back at the 10. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. It's the old rule. If you can see the name on the back of his jersey, don't hit him. The block in the back cost him a good punt return. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Brings up second down.
And the Dukes in a good spot here with second and short.
Here we go.
The give to the tailback. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Dukes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Bully ball on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Dukes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Dukes! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be dragged down. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And the Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Leaves it with the back. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Fires to the wideout. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They want to throw it. He's got him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Dukes are marching down the field. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
James Madison, 81. Old Dominion, 3.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Old Dominion Monarchs will take
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Power football with the run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go right back to him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wide receiver going in motion. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dukes. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back. Football game, big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pushes ahead for 2, they'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. So this defense just shot itself in the foot, and now they'll have to try to stand up again after just handing the offensive first down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago.
Turning it on. Hard-hitting tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Monarchs line up to punt it away. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the left side.
Loss of 7.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Monarchs will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Dukes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say,
breaks into the open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them, because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Got it in the middle. It's played. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
and this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. The Monarchs decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.